Hello and welcome to Hypothetical Hypocrite, a channel where I'm hypocrite, but I'm hypothetical about it. My name is Jeremy, and here I play video games and just plain try to be entertaining. As you can see, I'm going to be playing some more Undisputed for our Monday night fights. This is something we do every Monday night. We do 3 prize fights and a career mode fight, and sure enough, we've landed on the first fight of the night, and we're hoping to get a win out of it. We had a very poor set of fights last week. I only won 1 fight, and that wasn't the career fight. The rest were losses, which is not good. So we're hoping to kind of try and make a comeback and win at least 1 or 2 of these prize fights, and hopefully the career mode fight as well. So yeah, but before we get started, if you do enjoy this type of content, please remember to hit the like and subscribe button, leave a comment and share. Any one of those would be great, but all 4 would be amazing, just like you are. Also hit that notification bell so you can be notified of all my posts. If you do enjoy the content, you won't want to miss anything. And with all that said and done, let's get into a fight. Alright, here we go. Looks like we got Froch versus Groves. I think this is like a middleweight fight, I think. Ooh, we got some good ones coming up next, though. Fury versus Wilder and Gotti versus Ward. Some legendary battles coming up in the next fight, so stick around for those videos right after this one. Let's see what we got here. Let's see. 1 knockdown limit, so I cannot go down. That sucks. Hopefully we can do good, and we got a 4-point advantage. Let's see what we have on him the most. It looks like speed. I think everything else is, oh no, everything else is pretty much up there as well. Alright. Yep, this is a middleweight fight, just like I thought. Carl Froch versus George Groves. It's we have the height advantage by 3 centimeters. Same weight, 73 kilograms. We have a reach advantage of 8 centimeters though, which is nice. And both of us are from the United Kingdom. I am from Nottingham and he is from London. So this should be a good one. Let's do this.
So much energy here in the house tonight. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
Time for our tale of the tape. It is Carl the Cobra Froch. He comes in 6 foot 1 inches tall with a 75.2 inch reach. And he'll be facing St. George Groves. This former super middleweight world champion stands 6 foot tall, even with a reach of 72 inches.
Talk about hot seats in the house. I am so lucky to be sat where I am watching this fight live. I can tell my grandkids about this.
Carl the Cobra Froch, a super middleweight multi-time world champion. St. George Groves. This London, England native always brings the pain. He's a former super middleweight world champion and still believes he can get back on top.
Look at this. These fights are so up for him. Look at that.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, introducing from Nottingham, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, Carl the Cobra Froch. Fighting out of the blue corner, a European, British, and Commonwealth super middleweight title holder, from London, England, a super middleweight champion of the world, St. George Groves.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
This is one of those arenas where you have to fight or you're going to be found wanting.
Thousands of fans here in attendance tonight, but when the bell rings, there will only be 2 that we're talking about.
All right.
These athletes have been waiting a long time to square off. Here we go. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. That hook scores. Got caught right through the guard with a big uppercut. And this time, hold it right there. George Groves stumbling backwards.
Oh, come on.
I thought we were going to see the finish there.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Punch, counter punch. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Who could forget the first two encounters between these two? Groves and Carl Froch, each time in front of a packed stadium with over 80,000 people.
So let's go to the history of these two fighters. First fight, Carl Froch was put down. We were shocked. The whole world was shocked. You look ringside, people were choking on their beer. Then he stopped him, I think it was round 7, round 8. George Groves was upset with the referee because he didn't think he should have been stopped. That's when the trouble started. Froch was booed out of the ring. They threw coins at him, they threw beer at him.
Oh, come on. How could none of them hit?
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
Weak.
Let's talk about Froch in that last round. And a round that seemed like
Not
eternity
good.
for them finally comes to a close.
Wow, it was like
Plus 3, plus 3 for him. Of course. Of course.
Nice round. Good round. I like that. I'm happy.
Yeah.
There's the bell to start round 2. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come.
Hold on, got to cut you off here, Johnny. And he caught George Groves big there.
Oh, you prick.
How did they not go down?
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look.
Oh, my goodness, Johnny. George Groves, he's seeing stars. He couldn't take it anymore.
That's it.
And
That's
down
the fight.
goes St.
One
George.
knockdown limit,
A big
and it's over.
Shot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
Even I've
Heck
got to see that
yeah.
again. Where did that come from?
Well, Johnny, complete and total domination,
A
a
nice
stoppage
quick win.
victory. How do you rate the performance?
Just like another like TKO. It's Teddy Pendergrass over. TKO is spot on. What a shot. You know what? The argument was there. The referee didn't know what to do, but he called it. Brave shout.
All right. As you saw it, that was a win, and I had some fun doing it. It went 2 rounds, or round and a half, we'll say. So, yeah, that was fun. And hopefully you guys were entertained. If so, you know what to do. Hit those buttons down below. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And with that being said, I hope y'all have a great one. And I'll see you in the next video.